Should I just wait?
Okay, I think we can just start because time is ticking. So it's
Yeah.
5:31 now. Ibu Indah, let us start.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, good
Okay,
afternoon. Om
Hello,
Swastiastu.
everyone.
Om
Hi, everyone.
Swastiastu.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
For Songhi, for let us listen for your experience and your expertise on strategic management. We are from Universitas Pendidikan Ganesha. Very great pleasure to have you here. I'm on behalf of our director of Universitas Pendidikan Ganesha would like to welcome you to our department. And then we are very exciting to listen for your presentation, for your experience, and for your expertise. And I would like for all of us to listen to for your presentation and from Bu Nana as well as the lecturer of our program to lead the presentation. Maybe to make it short, maybe Bu Nana can lead the presentation and then I would like you to start the program. Thank you very much, Ibu Nana.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Ibu Indah. So, good evening once again, everybody. Very good evening to Ibu Indah as the head of the master degree of management science, and of course to Dr. Songi Han. So, Bapak dan Ibu, Dr. Songi is my sister from Korea. And we have spent several years together on the Gold Coast when we were pursuing our doctorate degree at the Griffith University. So her research topic was at that time e-service quality, and we had the same supervisor, Professor Beverly Spark. So it's really nice to meet you again, Songi, and I personally thank you so very much for your kindness to share your time, to allocate your energy and your resources to share with us tonight here. So the participants are students of management science, still first semester, and they are from several backgrounds, business and government officers and things like that. So we are very happy to have you. When I was checking on one of the chapter in contemporary issues in management, I saw the service quality performance measurement, and then I clicked, and then I thought of you, and then jadi Bapak dan Ibu, Dr. Songi Han is the right person to talk about service performance measurement. Jadi untuk pengukuran kualitas jasa itu Ibu Songi ya, Dr. Songi ini karena memang bidangnya di sana. So I'm not going to steal too much of the time because we are very keen to listen to you. Songi, the floor is yours. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you for introducing me, Nana. And it's so nice to see you again online, even though it's online.
Yes.
Yeah, I have met you for quite a long time. Yeah, it's so lovely to see you and also your colleague and your students as well. So are they a bachelor student? The first year?
Degree, master degree.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So that's why most of them are working.
Yeah, postgrad students.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. That's very nice to see the managers from Bali.
Yeah.
And also thank you very much, the head of department, for inviting me. I think it will be a very exciting experience for me as well. And I'm happy to share my my expertise, my knowledge, and my experience. And if you have any question, I think it's not a big group, so I think we can if you have, whenever you have some questions or if you want to raise some issues, especially this year was very, very tough year. for all the tourism and hospitality industry. And I am living on Gold Coast, and Gold Coast also very tourism oriented city. So we are also having a difficult time at the moment. So yeah, I think we can have some kind of open discussion after my lecture if you want.
All right.
Okay.
Sure.
Right. So I will share my screen. Can you see my screen, Nana?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
But it's not full.
Oh yeah. Is it okay? Can you see the full screen?
Wait.
Can you see?
Not yet.
Can you see my full screen?
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Oh. Okay. So share screen.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right.
Very nice one.
Yeah. This is just picture from Bali. Yeah. So yeah, the topic, today's topic is strategic performance measurement. So I think there are many different types of performance from a manager's perspective. I believe it's not only about service quality, but my area is service quality measurement. So I will focus on, for today's lecture, I will focus on service quality as operation performance, because service quality is a very important and key factor to evaluate service performance for the organization. However, I also agree there are different types of performances. So service quality is not only factor evaluating strategic performance. But I believe service quality is a key issue for all organizations, especially including tourism and hospitality industry. And Bali also heavily rely on tourism and hospitality industry. So I think service quality measurement will be a very important issue for your city. Right. Can I just introduce myself a little bit more? Okay, so yeah, this is me, and my name is Song Han, and I did my bachelor degree in business administration, and my second major was hospitality and tourism management in Seoul, Korea. I did my master degree because after graduation, I had work at hotel. Two hotels in Seoul, Korea. One is Sheraton, and the other one was Ritz-Carlton Hotel. So my work experience is, definitely the hospitality background. So after a few years of working, and I decided to do research in hotel management. So I did my master degree in hotel and tourism management in Seoul, Korea. Then I moved to Australia and did my PhD in hotel management. At the time, I met Nana at Griffith University, and my research topic was about e-service quality measurement. And I think this is pretty important during the COVID season. And I also had work experience from Institute for Tourism Study in Macau. Macau also, I think everyone knows Macau is a casino city and very heavily rely on hotel and hospitality and casino industry. So I had teaching experience as assistant professor one of the very good university in Macau. And I also taught hotel operation management and service quality management. Yes, that's about me. And another interesting fact about myself, I am a book author. I published one personal essay, but it's written in Korea. So unfortunately, you can't read my book. But yeah, that's about me. So let's move on to the research topic. So yeah, I will talk about firstly, what is service quality? So we need to define, we need to learn about the definition of service quality and how to measure service quality. This will be a key topic for today's lecture. There are many different types of service measurements, service quality measurement models, but I will briefly introduce to you about 4 major service quality measurement model. Then I will talk about a little bit about my research, which is e-service quality. And I think this becomes very important, and especially these days, as a marketing tool, I think website quality and e-service quality, online service quality, and all this kind of some technical quality becomes more and more important. So how to measure e-service quality will be followed by measurement of service quality. Then, yeah, I would like to have some kind of open discussions about how we apply all this theory to the Bali hotels. So probably, yeah, there is no one best way, but I think, yeah, we can have some discussion about how can we improve quality of service of Bali hotels and also some online service quality and website quality. Okay. Just want to ask you about your, I think Nana also told me you guys have a different background. So not all of you working in hospitality or tourism industry. So I think service quality will be differently defined based on the industry. For example, bank, anyone who is working bank here?
Yes, there are some.
Oh, yeah. So like bank, service quality at bank, and service quality at manufacturer company, and service quality at restaurant or tourism or hotels, I think will be different, definitely different. But this definition is one of the most widely and commonly used definition for service quality, which is the Parashuram's service quality. I'm not sure whether you guys learn about this service quality or not. But Parashuram, this definition can be applied to most of the industry, I think. So according to Parashuram's theory, service quality is defined as the gap between perceived service quality and expected service quality. So which means the service quality equals perception, perceived service quality minus expected service quality. I think you guys are good at math, right? I'm not sure you guys are math, but yeah, just simply thinking, if the service quality is higher, if the perceived service quality, which means the actual service performance, is higher than the expected service quality, your customer will be satisfied, right? That is very, very simple theory, but this is very important. However, in the opposite way, if the expected service quality is lower than the actual service quality, I mean, the actual service quality is lower than expected service quality, then your customer will not be happy with your service quality. So that's a very simple theory, but this can be applied always to satisfy your customer. So personally, I think customer expectation is very sensitively affected by price, because if they pay certain amount of money, then it can determine the level of expectation. Like 5-star hotel and 4-star, 3-star hotel, they have all different level of customer expectation because of the price, the room price, for example. Restaurant as well. Yeah, if you go to the very expensive fine dining restaurant, your expectation will be very high. If you just go to McDonald's casual restaurant, your expectation will not be very high. So it is very closely related to the money they're paid. So you always need to think about your service offer is value for money, because you need to exceed the customer expectations. So that's some simple definition for service quality. And we'll move on to the next models. Next slide is about how to measure service quality. Just want to introduce 4 measurement model for service quality. Actually, there is no one way to measure service quality. This is a multi-dimensional service quality. It's a multi-dimensional concept. So it's a very complex, and it's not easy to clearly measure the quality of service, to be honest. But in the literature, there are 4 major service quality measurement model, which is Nordic model and 2D model and service self-core model and self-perf model. So I will start with a Nordic model. Nana, you don't need to translate. Can I just keep going?
No, I think you can keep going.
Okay, yeah.
Wait a moment, Bapak Ibu gimana? So far bisa dipahami kan ya? Bagaimana apa itu service quality? Service quality itu adalah perbandingan atau apa namanya perbedaan antara yang terjadi dan kenyataan dan yang diharapkan, yang diekspektasi. Kalau kenyataannya yang dipersepsikan, yang kita terima actual itu lebih tinggi dari yang kita ekspektasi, tentu kita akan happy or satisfied. Tapi kalau lower, you cannot. I mean, you are not happy with that. Nah, Dr. Songi menekankan bahwa tidak ada satu cara untuk mengukur service quality karena itu beda-beda, beda konteks, ada restoran, ada hotel, ada banking, kemudian hospitality, hospital, banyak ya, beda-beda. Tetapi ada beberapa model yang akan dibahas oleh Dr. Songi, yaitu Nordic model, 2D, dan SERPOL, dan SERPERF, ya, service performance. Alright, Songi, you can keep going.
Okay, thank you, Nana. All right, so let's start with the Nordic model. So Nordic model was developed by Groverans in 1982. It's a long time ago, but still is widely used to measure service quality. So according to Groverans, service quality is divided into 2 components: technical quality and functional quality. So technical quality is what is delivered. Functional quality is how is delivered. That's the main difference between technical quality and functional quality. So let's think about hotel. So what can be examples of technical quality? What is delivered? Which means basically rooms, hotel rooms, or maybe restaurant food and drinks. Yeah, that can be the core product, and that can be one of the major technical quality for hotel industry. All right. Functional quality is how it's delivered. Even though you provide the same menu, same food, same drinks, and same rooms, depending on your staff's attitude, depending on your steps behavior and all the code of conduct and service manual, I think the customer's feelings and customers' the perception will be very different. So that's why functional quality plays a very important role for customer satisfaction. So how is delivered, such as steps, attitudes, and the way of delivering the service. Maybe these days some online system, booking system, and technology also can be one example of functional quality, because depending on the website or depending on the application, depending on how they can book or how they can get the service, is also getting very diverse. There are many different channels, many different options. So yeah, the importance of functional quality also getting is increasing. Another model is two-dimensional model is Latinance model. It's developed in 1983. Also, it has been very long. This is also very widely used service quality measurement model. So service quality is divided by two components by Latinance model: process quality and outcome quality. So simply speaking, process quality is the service judged during the service. Outcome quality is judged after the service. So for example, your customer will evaluate the service quality while they are staying at the hotel, for example, like maybe greeting when you just first time visit the hotel. The greeting will impact on the first impression, right? And also the steps, attitude, and check-in service. If there is a too long queue and if it takes too much time to check in, and probably their the happiness, satisfactions will not be very high at the beginning because of the too long check-in service, right? So it can be an example of process quality. Outcome quality is judged after the service. So maybe after you check out the service, still like luggage service, for example, or maybe after you check out, you can maybe receive the email about the service, the quality evaluation and customer satisfaction evaluation or feedback. They may ask you about the feedback about the hotel. So these kind of things can be the example of outcome quality. So Latinance model and also Nordic models, there are two major dimensions to measure service quality. Next one is one of the most famous and popular, and I think Nana will probably have a better knowledge than me.
No.
Yeah, this gap model. Yeah, we studied during our PhD. Long for a few years.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so the service quality developed by Measuremen, which is one of the most popular and famous and widely used service measurement theory. So according to this theory, service quality is defined the gap between expected service and perceived service. I think I already explained about this at the beginning of the lecture. So if you want to make your customer very happy, you need to exceed firstly, you need to identify their expectation. You really need to know what they want. So it's very important to identify customer needs because we need to provide what they want. If we don't match their needs, then it might be just waste of money, waste of time and effort. So it's really important to identify their expectation. And then you definitely need to provide a better quality of service than their expectation. That is simple but very important key factor to satisfy customer satisfaction. There are some extra gaps for the company, which is the internal service quality. So service quality have two different components: external service quality and internal service quality. External service quality is about customer. So that's a service quality for customer. So that's just general service quality. But for company, we call internal service quality, because within the company, within the organization, also we need to satisfy our staff and employee, and relationship between customer and employees also very important. However, unfortunately, there might be some gaps between customer and companies and also staff, employees, because we are human beings, we are not perfect, we are not robot. So sometimes we can make mistake. Sometimes our emotion can be different every day, and sometimes we can misunderstand customer needs. So there are some gaps between the relationship. So let's have a look at the first gap for the company. Is the gap between expected service and the company perception of customer expectations. So which means company, they sometimes, I think I already mentioned about this, they probably don't fully understand customer expectation, right? They think probably customer wants A, for example, Apple, let's say. However, might be the customer actually wants pear. So it's a misunderstanding of company. So there might be some gap between customer expectation and what company thinks about their expectation. And the second gap between in the model is customer-driven service design and standard and company perception of customer expectation. So what company think about customer, it might be different from customer-driven service design and standards. So the customer standards and customer design is from customer perspective can be different from company. The third gap is between service delivery and customer standard and design. Even though the company understand what they need, if the company understand what customer needs, however, they might fail when they deliver the service, right? It might be because of some inexperience. For example, new step. Let's say if you have a new step at hotel, then even though this new step know what customer wants to get from the hotel, but they cannot deliver the service quality very at an excellent level, because this guy might not be very experienced. So there might be some gap between service delivery and customer service designs and standard. Last gap is external communication to customer and service delivery. Might be some misunderstanding and miscommunication between customers and staff. I think it happens very often, right? Yeah, whenever the customer ask something, then they probably don't fully understand, and they can make mistake, or maybe some miscommunication or language issue. Sometimes the language barrier. For example, when Korean people go to Bali or maybe go to Australia, because of the language barrier, they might not be able to communicate each other very well. So there can be some gaps between staff and employee, and it may result in service failure. So because of these gaps, we all know it's very hard to satisfy always customer very much. However, yeah, the service provider, tourism, hotels, bank, or other or governments, or the service provider need to try to fill this gap. I think that's the best way to satisfy your customer and provide a good quality of service. Can we go to the next page, Nana?
Wait a moment. I think I want to
Yeah, maybe
translate
just
a little
yes.
bit.
Yeah.
So, Bapak Ibu, tadi Dr. Songi has explained, sudah menjelaskan mengenai baru 2 model ya dari pengukuran service performance atau kinerja layanan. Yang pertama dengan ground rules itu dengan Nordic, jadi membandingkan antara functional dan technical, antara what dan how. Jadi apa yang dikirim, apa yang di deliver, apa yang diberikan dan bagaimana. Ya, misalnya apanya itu mengenai nasi goreng, tetapi bagaimana apa dengan senyum. Ya, maybe you remember nasi goreng is fried rice. So I just giving an example. Nah, itu mengenai Nordic ya. Kemudian ada Latinum, itu 2 dimension, double dimension, itu mengenai proses dan outcome. Proses ya selama layanan diberikan dan outcome itu setelah. Okay, so you can continue, Songi.
Okay, all right, thank you. So yeah, I give you a little bit more information about ServQual. According to the ServQual, there are very important 5 dimensions to measure service quality. So when you measure service quality, normally we use these 5 components: tangible, reliability, responsiveness, assurance, and empathy. So these 5 dimensions are very important, key sub-dimensions when you evaluate service quality. So when you evaluate the service performance, I think it will be a key content for today's lecture. When you evaluate the service performance, you basically evaluate the performance based on these 5 dimensions. So let's see the tangible. So what is a tangible? Tangible means appearance of physical facilities, equipment, personnel, and communication material. So for example, physical facility, let's say, give some example with hotel. Physical facility like hotel rooms and restaurant facility, tables and chair, all the atmosphere and lobby lounge, and also all the atmosphere of hotel and function rooms, conference rooms, and car park, all these kind of things will be an example of tangible. And service personnel and appearance of tools or equipment used to provide service. And second dimension is reliability, which is ability to perform the promised service dependably and accurately. Being accurate is very, very important factor for service management, especially airline. Airline also a part of hospitality, right? Airline industry, I think reliability is very, very important. For example, the flight time is the key factor which impact on customer satisfaction, right? We all hate being delayed, right? Because of the airline company, if the flight time is being delayed, then we will be very, very upset. You may have a very important meetings, you may have a very good, very important schedule. So that will definitely decrease customer satisfaction. So being on time, being accurate is a key factor for service performance, and which is related to reliability. And also accuracy of billing or record keeping. For example, if you go to a restaurant and if you order, let's say, pasta or pizza, but sometimes when you check the bills, then it actually frequently happens. All the total amount can be different from what you expect because of their mistake. They maybe order different food, different menu, or maybe they charge a different price. This will definitely decrease customer satisfaction because the service was not delivered accurately. So being accurate will be a very important factor for reliability. And performing services when promised, dependable and accurate performance. These days, I'm not sure whether Bali people, you order online much through eBay. Do you use eBay or Amazon? Or
not really eBay. We have some like Tokopedia. We have apa sih lagi ya? Shopee. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. So yeah, we in Australia, many people actually using Amazon or eBay. Korea, we also have our own internet shopping site. Also for the online retail business, this reliability will be very, very important because, being delivered accurately on time, the right product or right time, that will definitely impact on service quality and customer satisfaction. And next dimension is responsiveness. I think this responsiveness is more related to tourism and hospitality. Reliability and tangible, very important for all industry, including manufacturing and online retailing industry, or the bank industry, every industry. Responsiveness is also very important, but particularly for tourism and hospitality, because this is about willingness to help customers and provide prompt service. So it's more about service rather than product. So providing prompt service and readiness to service and handling of urgent requests, or maybe dealing with customer complaint. The hotels and restaurants, we regularly receive customer complaint. So how to deal with the customer complaint, how to deal with the customer failure will be important for responsiveness. And next dimension is assurance, is knowledge and courtesy of employees and ability to convey trust and confidence in service provider. So it's about competence, courtesy, credibility, and security. Okay, we want trust to build trust between customer and service provider, which is really, really important, especially for regular customer. I think the best way to have increased regular customer is building trust, right? Once your customer trusts your company, then your company will have a very good reputation. And if you have a very good regular customer, then it definitely, you probably don't need to put too much effort on marketing or promoting, because you already have a good reputation and good word of mouth, right? So that is based on assurance. If you provide a very good quality of service for a long time, all the reputation is accumulated over the time, right? And also the knowledge of and courtesy of steps, attitude, and behavior impact assurance, and it will increase reputation. So that will be also very important key performance index for measuring service quality. Last dimension is empathy. So caring and individual attention provided by employees to its customer. I think this is also very important for hospitality industry. They want to be, they want to get attention, right? They want to feel special, right? And they want to experience some unique, authentic, and special feelings and experience while they're staying at hotel. So listening to customer needs and also caring about customer needs and providing personalized attention. All the hotels, they have their own personalized service system, I think. So being unique and providing unique, special, and personalized service will be a key issue for empathy. And that is also very important service quality dimension. So that was all about the sub-qual. And the last service measurement model I would like to introduce.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Maybe before you continue, Bu Nana can translate the previous slide.
Pardon?
Okay, so
Yeah,
because
the previous slide, please.
A
So
translation?
Nana can explain.
Oh, yeah. That's better. Yeah,
Otherwise,
thank you.
they miss it.
Yeah, otherwise, yeah, they will get lost. Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah, because the Parasuraman one is a little bit complicated.
Yeah,
so
and this one as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So Bapak Ibu tadi kan yang pertama sudah Nordic model ya, itu punyanya Grundrus tahun 82, kemudian Lettinen yang antara proses dan outcome. Nah, sekarang yang ketiga adalah serve qual namanya. Mungkin sudah Bapak dan Ibu sebenarnya sudah familiar juga ya, service quality punyanya Parsu dan Zetmel and Berry ya. Itu ada berdasarkan gap juga seperti yang sudah disampaikan di awal oleh Dr. Songi, bahwa ada perbedaan antara persepsi, antara kenyataan yang kita persepsikan dari layanan yang kita terima dengan ekspektasi. Nah, dalam gap serve call-nya Parsu ini ada yang antara customer dan ada yang internal company. Jadi Dr. Songi sudah menyebut internal market juga. Jadi employee itu juga adalah customer yang di dalam perusahaan yang harus kita make sure juga mengerti apa yang diekspektasi oleh tamu. Jadi tugas daripada organisasi atau bisnis adalah mengidentifikasi dulu nih apa ekspektasi dari karyawan, dari customer, apa yang mereka butuhkan. Tapi yang kita deliver adalah apa yang mereka inginkan gitu ya. Jadi ini ada beberapa gaps yang tadi sudah disampaikan antara customer dan company-nya nggak ngerti nih apa sebenarnya yang diinginkan sih oleh tamu atau oleh customer. Kemudian bagaimana waktu melayaninya, service delivery-nya juga ada gap-nya. Kemudian antara communication-nya juga ada gap. Nah, tadi can you Songi move to the next slide for the serve call dimension?
Yes.
Nah, ini dimensi service quality itu ada 5 elemen ya. Yang pertama tangible. Tangibility itu fisik ya, wujud fisik. Bisa bangunannya, misalnya kalau Bapak Ibu ke bank, kita lihat nih counternya bersih enggak gitu ya, lantainya kinclong enggak, bak sampah ada tidak. Terus karyawannya gimana, seragamnya, satpamnya gimana gitu ya, apa yang terlihat, apa yang berwujud. Ya peralatannya, bangunannya, tampilannya gitu ya, tangible. And then reliability itu adanya keandalan. Bisa nggak dia memberikan layanan sesuai yang dia dijanjikan gitu ya? Mungkin di brosur dia bisa bla 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 gitu ya, bisa bluffing, tapi ketika kenyataan reliable nggak? Bisa diandelin nggak? Sesuai nggak dengan yang dipromosikan? Kemudian responsiveness, mungkin kita sudah sama-sama tahu ya, bagaimana kita merespon dari kebutuhan pelanggan. Misalnya Bapak dan Ibu lagi ada di restoran, melambai-lambaikan tangan gitu, sudah mau nambah air atau mau nambah minuman atau mau minta garam, akhirnya si waiter waitress karyawannya semua mojok ngobrol cuek bebek gitu ya, itu berarti nggak responsif. ya, tidak memberikan layanan promptly, dengan tepat, dengan cepat, nggak ready gitu ya. Biasanya kalau di restoran itu kan waiternya itu deket-deket sama tamu, diamnya walaupun berdiri sambil memantau selalu, oh ternyata airnya perlu ditambahin nih, perlu dituangin. Nah itu responsiveness. Kemudian assurance ini kompetensi ya, mampu nggak dia melakukan sesuai dengan kompeten nggak dia melakukan apa yang dia lakukan gitu ya, sesuai dengan courtesy, ada keramah tamahannya enggak, kredibel enggak gitu. Kemudian empathy, ya mau nggak dia mendengarkan customer, misalnya customernya ada keluhan gitu ya, ada yang tidak sesuai dengan misalnya AC-nya kedinginan atau kipas anginnya, atau mungkin tetangga sebelah itu ribut banget, didengerin nggak sama orang hotel misalnya, sehingga dia mau pindah kamar dan sebagainya. So itu adalah 5 elemen yang merupakan key factor, kata Dr. Sungi, adalah key factor yang untuk keberhasilan sebuah layanan. Nah, untuk menjawab ini semua mengenai layanan, yang isu penting itu adalah uniqueness. Itu yang disampaikan oleh Dr. Songi. Jadi kita memang harus unik ya. Apa sih keunikan kita? Why we do what we do gitu. Mengapa sih kita melakukan apa yang kita lakukan? Di mana kita bedanya sama yang lain? So itu ya mungkin probably tambahan dari penjelasan dari Dr. Songi yang mungkin bisa membantu. Alright, Songi, you can move on.
All right, thank you for translating, Nana.
That's all right.
Okay, so the last service measurement model is SERV-PERF model, service performance model. The main difference between service quality and service SERV-QUAR and SERV-PERF is this model is just measuring service quality based on service performance only. So they do not actually look at their customers' expectation. So regardless of expectation, performance, the perceived service quality is the only factor which can impact on service quality and customer satisfaction. So that is the main difference between SERV-QUAL and SERV-PERF. SERV-PERF developed by Cronin and Taylor in 1992. This is also one of the very widely used service measurement model. It is very against actually service quality model. So some people support this model and other people supporting SERV-QUAL model. I personally think expectations definitely impact on customer satisfaction. That's my personal opinion. But some people still believe performance itself is very important. So there are 3 self-dimensions within the SERV-QUAL model. First one is interaction. So it's about people. It's about the relationship between staff and employee. So this is related to responsiveness of service quality and also maybe the empathy for the service SERV-QUAL model. Because all the service, it's about people. So people will be a very important factors in SERV-PERF model. Second subdimension is physical environment. So this is about service escape. Service escape means that's similar to tangibility in SERV-QUAL. So it's about the environment and atmosphere in hotel. So like lobby or hotel rooms, restaurant atmosphere, the function rooms, all these things, like the overall physical, tangible things, which is about service escape. The first time when they visit hotel or when they first time experience the service, they encounter the service environment, which is service escape. The last subdimension is outcomes. So it's about reliability. It's related to reliability and assurance of service quality. So the contents is a bit similar to service quality model, SERV-QUAL model, but the main difference you need to remember. The main difference between self-perf and self-qual is self-perf is mainly based on service performance, but service quality is measuring the gap between expectation and performance. So that's the main difference between self-perf and self-qual. So Nana, can you please translate?
Yes, sure. So ini model yang terakhir ya, SERF, jadi Service Performance punyanya Cronin and Taylor 1992. Itu dia tidak peduli dengan expectation, tidak peduli dengan ekspektasi. Yang jelas yang namanya service quality ya apa yang benar-benar terjadi aja, apa yang benar-benar dipersepsikan oleh pelanggan gitu ya, keadaannya pada saat itu. So tidak peduli dengan apa yang dipikirkan atau diekspektasi atau diharapkan sebelumnya. Tetapi elemen-elemen dari self-perf ini similar sebenarnya dengan yang self-qual tadi karena ada 3 elemen yaitu interaction people, sedangkan di self-qual kan ada empathy gitu ya, ada hubungan antara pemberi layanan dan penyedia layanan dan yang menerima. So service is about people kata Dr. Songi. Jadi layanan itu kan berhubungan dengan orang, yang melayani orang, yang diterima, yang menerima juga orang. So it's all about people. Nah ini yang harus kita perhatikan karakteristik people itu sendiri. Kan semua orang pengen diperhatikan gitu ya. So itu it's about interaction. And then physical environment and servicescape itu kan similar dengan tangibility, tangible yang maksudnya yang semua berwujud, bisa dilihat gitu ya, bisa diamati. Ya, kebersihannya, pakaiannya, seragamnya, dan sebagainya. Kemudian outcomes itu mirip dengan reliability tadi dari self-qual, yaitu handal enggak sih orang ini melayani sesuai dengan yang dia janjikan, sesuai dengan yang dia pamerkan di brosur, gitu kurang lebih ya. Oke, jadi intinya server ini tidak berpikir tentang ekspektasi, hanya mengenai persepsi pada saat menerima layanan, itu aja. I think that is me. Go ahead.
Thank you. So finally, I think, I introduced the 4 major service quality for the service performance measurement. So whenever you measure, I'm not sure whether, what kind of industry you're working, but when you develop some measurement system and evaluation system, you probably can look at these 4 different models. That it depends on you. I mean, your industry. You can select one of the best, the most suitable measurement model for the company. But I'm pretty sure these measurement model will help you to evaluate the service performance for your company. Finally, I will move on to electronic service quality, which is my PhD topic area. I did this one for many years.
It's your baby. It's your baby.
Yeah, whenever I got stuck, and Nana encouraged me, you can do it. So finally, this is my baby. This is my outcome while I'm doing PhD. So there are many different terms referring to electronic service quality. So e-commerce quality, site quality, retail quality, web service quality, website quality, electronic service quality, online service quality. So there are so many different terms. So what I did during my PhD is define and conceptualize the e-service quality. What is in e-service quality is particularly in the hotel industry, hotel context, because I found that e-service quality is pretty different depending on the industry. Like banking, right? And hotel is very different. Especially when you would like to use online service, all the process and then contents and the type of service is different. So for my PhD, I looked at hotel website and what would be the most important factors measuring electronic service quality and website service quality for hotel. However, even though the context is all different, Measuremen pointed out that e-service quality issues should be measured along the entire online shopping process, from information searching through online ordering, delivery, and payment and after-sales service. So it's not just only about website. And recently, we are using smartphone. So application, I think, plays very important role. Many people, many hotel booking website, TripAdvisor or booking website, hotels.com, they are using their own application. So application also, I believe, is a part of electronic service quality. It's a different channel and different formats and type of service, but it's a part of electronic service. Because according to our Measuremen, it's not just only about the website, it's the holistic experience, the entire online shopping or booking process, even from information searching. And especially, particularly hotel website, one of the very important role of hotel website is providing information, right? So for example, when you'd like to book a hotel, then maybe you can use the third-party hotel website like hotels.com or bookings.com. However, if you want to collect the information about hotel, the location or website or all other information, then you can go to the website. All right? All good? Okay.
No, all good.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah. So, according to my e-service quality model, e-service quality is divided into mainly two parts: environment quality and process quality. And I just want to share. See. Share my hang on. Okay. My article, just briefly. So, can you see my article, Nana?
Yes, I do. We can.
Okay. All right, that's good. So this is my framework. This is my the electronic service quality journal publication. So according to this model, e-service quality has two components: environmental quality and process quality. And environmental quality has three attributes, three dimensions, which is atmospheric quality, customer review, and emotional engagement. So it's kind of service XK, but it's electronic version of service XK. So when you visit hotel website, I think you can see all the photo and pictures and some design, all the some visual appealing things, right? And it will impact on your emotional engagement. And according to my research, this emotional engagement is increasing the customer intentions to book the hotel. The holistic environment and atmosphere plays very important whenever you visit hotel website. So that is these two dimensions is pre-booking during the booking process. So it's a pre-purchase component. It's kind of some electronic service XK. Customer review is a part of environment quality. Some websites, not all, but some websites, there is a functions which can communicate with customer. right? So if customer can see the customer reviews and some genuine feedback from previous customer or previous users, it can increase trust and reliability of the hotel website and hotel service quality. So that was one of my findings of my research. So these are part of environment quality. Second one is process quality. So process quality is mostly about information quality, because information quality plays very important roles on hotel website. One of the most important function of hotel website is providing information. I already told you. People want to get reliable information, accurate information, and updated information whenever they visit hotel. If they think all the information is very recent one, updated one, then they can trust the quality of information, right? But if you think they don't update website, they don't really care about the website, then actually the reliability of information can be decreased. So the customer cannot trust the quality of information on website. And that is really, really important factor when measure e-service quality. And another important information quality is locality information for hotel website. And customer consider this locality information as one of the e-service quality. Because according to Measuremen, the e-service quality is not only about website quality, it's the holistic process, including information searching. So whenever customer decide which hotels I'm staying and which location, which destinations I'm going for next holiday, then they can look for some location, the information about location and locality information. So if hotel is providing very good quality about, surroundings and any other activities and things they can do nearby hotel, and it can increase customer purchase intention. And last dimension, last attribute is functionality. I think it's a mixed one. It's a mixed dimension. I will show you some specific items. Yeah. So if you see the functionality, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items measuring for functionality. So it's about the quality of booking system, how the website is easy to use, and the sites provide the service guarantee for online booking and confirmations promptly when I book. So they want to get feedback and confirmation whenever they contact hotel very quickly and promptly, right? Maybe within 24 hours, but some hotel, they don't reply email or they don't give a confirmation very quickly. It can decrease customer trust. So I think it's related to responsiveness, one of the dimension of self-qual. And the site does not share my personal information with other sites. So it's kind of some security and safety, because especially online, the security is really, really important, and customer really cares about their privacy. So security is a very important factor for e-service quality, which is different from traditional face-to-face service quality. And next item is I can check booking availability, and these sites provide a function to calculate the price. Yep, the price information also very important, and makes it easy to find what I need quickly. That's usability. So usability and some item responsiveness and some item security. They're all mixed, but I call this the whole dimensions as functionality. So this also will be very important factor when customer measure electronic service quality for hotel. So yeah, back to the framework. So yeah, that's all about the e-service quality framework conceptualization, which is a bit different from traditional service quality. And also, I think the concept of e-service quality is evolving very quickly and fast, right? Because with the development of technology, now everyone is using smartphone, everyone is using Facebook, social network, Instagram, and we are using YouTube. There are so many channels, and I believe for the next generation, the channel will be more and more. We will have more and more different types of channels of e-service quality. However, environment quality, process quality always will be very important. Even though some specific dimension items can be updated, I think when you evaluate the quality of electronic service quality for hotel website or even for other industry, service environment and service online process will play a very important role. So yeah, that was a bit theoretical. I think my lecture today was a bit theoretical, but I just wanted to share how to measure service performance, especially service quality in the literature, because your manager, I think should know how all this service performance has been measured in the literature review. Then you can apply the theory into your organization and your industry. Of course, you can modify the measurement model, but I'm pretty sure this one will be the contents I talked about today can be a good standard when you evaluate service performance. So now I just want to get some questions or have some open discussions or how to improve and how to apply all this model into Bali.
Okay. Apparently there are some questions already in the chat box here. If you can have a look in the chat. One is from Pak Nata. He is asking about it's a normal practice then that a restaurant or hotel will recruit their employee from the local area from where the hotel is built. So the question is, the local people may not have the standard of the hotel or restaurant. So they may have a lack of attitude and then they don't know how to serve. So the question is, how should the company do in the recruitment process in the beginning as to avoid this kind of, what do you call it, lacking of service, good service attitude. So do you get what I mean? What I say?
Yes. So
basically in the hotel.
Not international brand hotel, just local small medium hotel, right? Is it right, Nana?
I think it's not very.
Hello. Hi, Nana.
And my connection probably is having problem.
Can
you repeat it, Songy?
I can hear you very well.
You can hear me, all right.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay,
So
so the hotel or restaurant normally recruit people from the local area in which they do not have an attitude of a server, something like that. So how to avoid a problem like this? How to recruit? What should they do in the recruitment process in the beginning, as to avoid any mistakes or bad service delivery because of the attitude problem?
yeah. So firstly, I want to ask about, so have you ever done some customer satisfaction survey, or have you ever received some customer complaint about staff's attitude or behavior? Just want to ask you. Yeah, or the student, maybe. Have you ever tried to get some, feedback about customer satisfaction? I think the best way is to identify the customer satisfaction level first, right? We need to know our current situation first, right? For example, if most of your customers already happy and satisfied with the staff's attitude and staff's performance, probably it might be a big issue, might be a big deal. However, if you constantly receive customer complaint, or if you constantly receive the low level of customer satisfaction, then it is a problem. So that is what you need to fix it out. I think the best way is have the service manual. I'm not sure yet you have service manual or not, but mostly, as you know, the international hotel, they have their service manual. While I was working at Sheraton, I actually got training based on their service manual. So whenever I receive a customer complaint, for example, there is actually a very clear steps. So firstly, give apology, for example. So that was actually a part of service manual. Service manual. So when you train staff, if you don't have a clear standard and manual, I think your training quality might be not consistent. It will not be it will be too flexible and not consistent. So have a clear manual, and you should train staff based on the service manual. Always the same, the quality of and standard of the service. And when you recruit people, when you recruit the staff, I think you probably will know that based on once you have the service manual, and you know which type of person, which type of people can follow the instruction, follow the manual more efficiently than other people. I think you can do some interview with a high performing staff, right? And you probably need to analyze the difference between high performing staff and low performing staff. You need to get some understand. I mean, to understand the characters of high performing staff and low performing staff based on the clear service standard. Then probably you will get a better idea about how to find the right people. Yeah, because motivated staff can work better. So if you understand the common factors of high performing staff, then I think it will help you to choose more right people. But once you have staff, then you cannot fire them, unfortunately. So I think staff satisfaction is closely, directly related to customer satisfaction. Actually, my husband, Nana already knows that. My husband, he is operating his own restaurant here. And we really, I think we had the same problem. We truly know that if your staff happy, your customer will be happy. It's so, it's very, very closely related. If your staff is not happy, then your customer not happy. So firstly, find happy staff, and then you need to make them happy. Salary definitely can be, but there are another things you can make them happy. You can have a good team building, have a good teamwork, and maybe do some personal interview regularly. You need to understand what they want to get from the company. If they have any complaint about the company, just try to listen to them. If you can't solve all the problems, but at least, some empathy, having some empathy and understanding their emotion and feeling, I think it will be a very good step.
Yes. Yeah, I think so. So Pak Nata, you get the answer, alright? Kan mungkin kita mulai dengan mengidentifikasi apa sih customer yang inginkan, dan kita mungkin bisa menyesuaikan. Cuman dalam hal rekrutmen tentu kita akan melakukan interview, nih orang biasa melayani tidak, kira-kira ada yang people oriented tidak gitu ya, mungkin ada standarnya, kemudian ada manual dan training. Jadi banyak memang ada tempat-tempat di mana hotel dibangun, karyawannya diambil dari masyarakat sekitar yang tidak ngerti service, tapi tentu ada training ya untuk menciptakan itu, dan sebagai salah satu kunci adalah kita harus memastikan karyawan happy dulu sehingga customer akan menjadi happy juga. Alright, thank you. So we move to the next question, Songi, from Ibu Made Anik Wiryantini. She's asking about the questionnaire, the method to obtain data from, how to actually we know the wants of the customer. And then the second question, when is the right time to evaluate or to know the wants of the customer, because customer wants and needs are moving, changing all the time, because they are not static, so it keep moving. So when is the best time, if there is any, or we can do it like ongoing evaluation, something like that?
Okay, could you please repeat the first question? Sorry, Nana.
Yes, the first question is about how to get the data about customers' wants. How do they want?
How to get the data? I think the best way is customer satisfaction survey, right? But the timing is, it might be a matter, because they don't want to waste their time on doing survey, right? The customer, they don't want to, probably.
So
however, I think practically, if you want to receive a high rate of customer participation, the survey should be short. It should be very short. Okay. If you have too long survey, then I don't think your customer will be interested in, because it takes just too much time. You know that there are 5 dimensions of service quality. Probably just one question per each. One for tangibility, one for responsiveness, and one for empathy, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, make it short. Maybe five items altogether, or maybe 10 items. Then it will just take in 1 minute. They can just do whenever while they are checked out, right? Or while they are, maybe you can just put the survey in the room. If you want to do online survey, then you can email them after they check out. I think the email can be the one option. You can send the email and just small reward. maybe some discount voucher for the next time visit. Maybe not too much, because too much discount is not always good. So maybe or just small gift, or just 5% discount or 10% discount for the next time visit might increase. Or maybe some kind of lottery. So maybe you can give a free hotel rooms. There might be a chance, because not for everyone. But if there is a chance to win a free hotel room accommodation, maybe, then it can increase their participation rate, I think.
Okay, great. So, mudah-mudahan sudah menjawab ya.
Sorry, Bu Nana.
Yes.
I think the question is beside the questionnaire, how we can get the data from the customer.
Okay. Beside the survey, okay. I think if you probably is there the marketing company in Bali? I'm not sure.
Yes, there is, but not in Bali. I think in Jakarta. So market research company, market list.
Because sometimes you can actually buy some information from marketing company, because marketing company, it's a big company. If a big marketing company, they are working on a project, and they are working on a project to understand the customer needs and customer data, and there are big data, because the small medium-sized hotel company can't actually do everything. It costs too much money, and it takes too much time. So sometimes you better maybe find another maybe third party on behalf of you. It probably will reduce your effort, time, and cost. Maybe you can find a marketing company which have a big data for customers' needs and blah blah blah. Or just personally, what you can do is, I think you can talk with your customer, because Bali is a very cozy and very, very authentic and lovely environment. I think you can encourage your staff to talk with your customer just personally, and just ask directly what they want. And you can maybe give some small reward for your staff, right? Then otherwise maybe your staff will be lazy. I don't want to do some extra effort, because it's nothing extra benefit of doing that, then they will not do that. But if you just give some small reward, for example, while I was working in hotel, there was a promotion for some special drinks. No one was, and my manager asked me to sell some special cocktail or whatever. It was some kind of cocktail. Asked me to sell this one, ask all the staff to sell this special drink, but no one was interested in, because there was no reward, no extra benefit of selling these drinks. So manager, they gave some small benefit. So if you sell these, drinks, the most, the best seller for these drinks, I give you a present, I give you a small reward. And then everyone was competing, to sell the drink to get the reward. And I actually sold many drinks. So I think that encourages staff to talk with some customer, and they can report to the manager, and you can give some small reward.
Okay, so Ibu Ani, Jadi mungkin kita bisa ambil third party ya, maksudnya pihak ketiga seperti market list company. Biasanya mereka menyediakan data mengenai jenis-jenis customer ya. Ada yang holiday makers, ada yang leisure, ada yang bisnis. Mereka memiliki profil-profil tertentu yang bisa kita ambil datanya sehingga kita mengetahui apa sih keinginan mereka. Cara kedua adalah dengan talk to the customer, bicara langsung, mencari informasi langsung. Biasanya ini frontliner, orang-orang yang guest contact, yang direct contact dengan guest itu bisa gain information, mendapatkan information. Gimana mengenai ruangannya, kamarnya suka tidak, tempat tidurnya empuk tidak. Nah itu orang-orang yang berhubungan langsung dengan customer, dengan hotel, tamu hotel bisa langsung bertanya gitu ya. Cuman kata Dr. Songi tadi memang susah kalau kita nggak ngasih reward kepada employee untuk bertanya seperti itu. Karena kan bahasa Perancisnya ngekoh gitu ya. Jadi orang-orang karyawan kan kalau tidak ada benefit ngapain nanya banyak-banyak ke customer gitu. So itu kurang lebih untuk Ibu Anik, mudah-mudahan bisa ditangkap ya. Sekarang we move Songi to Desi Cahyani Lari, Ibu Desi. So she's actually sharing her experience during her stay at a hotel in which the hotel was not very satisfactory, and they give using 2D model point of Latinum. So she did the judgment during the service. So at 11 o'clock, the electricity was down, and then until 6 o'clock in the morning. So they cannot charge their handphone and things like that. And then she made voice, and she informed the hotel about the service. And then the hotel asked her not to put any review on Google.
Oh.
Yeah, because the impact is they cannot afford if they put bad experience or bad story about the hotel or something like that. So basically, she was already implementing the Latinum 2D model.
Yeah, it's very good communication already.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, so now we move to Pak Suwarna. He is asking about the dimension of service quality. So the 5 element, is it in the research instrument? Can we do it like integrated the 5 element or separate? So I think you mentioned already earlier that we can make one item for one dimension.
So ideally, they should all use all the items.
Okay.
But I think if it is practically hard to implement because of the time, then I think you can simplify.
Oke, Pak Suwarna, sebaiknya disarankan memang menggunakan kelima itu, tetapi masing-masing dimensi itu ada itemnya, ada beberapa pertanyaannya. Kalau memang susah untuk complicated semua, ngeribetin customer, ya bisa ambil wakilkan 2 pertanyaan juga bisa. Oke, terus Songi,
Nana, you can also give some more extra information about the specific item for 5 dimensions for them.
Yeah, I mentioned already.
Yeah, because it's too long, so I didn't include. But you can maybe if they want to get. Yes. I think they can find the specific items in the journal article. Then they can modify the items.
Yeah. So they can use the existing scale, right? Jadi Pak Suwarna bisa, jadi ada mungkin di jurnal itu ada yang existing skalanya, itu ada item-item yang sudah existing, sudah diuji cobakan dan sudah valid dan reliable sehingga bisa langsung dipakai gitu ya. And then Songi, this is another question of Pak Suwarna about how to collect data from customer from different culture, because this is something sometimes a little bit tricky. What about the population and sample? What is the representative criteria for him to do research? So this is related to cross-cultural differences.
That's a very good question. And one of my research was to investigate the difference between Australians and Koreans, because we have a very different internet environment, Korea and in Australia, so their expectation level is very different. I think one of the key issue, depending on different culture, is their expectation is different. I think each culture, each country, they have their own some kind of some common level of expectation. I think some, for example, while I was working in Macau, I heard sometimes complain from the hotels, the employees from Macau hotel. The Hong Kong people, they have too high expectation. I'm not against Hong Kong people. Yeah, I like Hong Kong. I like Hong Kong people. But the thing is, compared to other country or other culture, the Hong Kong people have a very, very high expectation. So they can easily get upset or not happy. Or if they are not happy, they normally request a refund or some discount or some special, very specific action. So just simply giving apology, it doesn't work to Hong Kong people. So that was one of the challenging for Macau people. So I think same, maybe from Bali, what is the most popular, popularity, in terms of population, which country? Australia? You have many Australian tourists, right?
Yes, we do.
So in terms of international tourists, could you please let me know the portion, just generally?
For the time, it used to be the highest rank, but now it's a kind of mix. We also have some Indian coming in. We have Korean, of course, Australian, Japanese, and then we have increasing number of Indian tourists before the COVID. Yeah.
Okay. So I think as a manager, what you need to do is, firstly, you need to collect the data about the percentage, right? Yeah. So which nationality and which countries people mostly coming to my hotel. Because even though within the same Bali area, I think maybe some particular people from a particular country, they may prefer a particular hotel. I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because while I was working at Sheraton, there was so many Japanese customers, but that was only for Sheraton. Other hotel didn't have many Japanese customers. This Sheraton has many Japanese customers, and also Guam or Saipan and Bali as well. I think for Korean, there are some particular hotels they prefer. So I think, as a manager, you need to identify the portion. You need to analyze the portion of the country. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then you need to study, you need to investigate the difference between culture, right? And their expectation level. Indian people, Korean people definitely will have a different level of expectation, to be honest. And Australian, Japanese. So yeah, because even though you provide the same service, same quality menu, same quality food, and same quality hotel service, maybe Indian will be happy, Korean not happy, or maybe opposite. Indian customer will not be happy, but Korean will be very happy. So I think, you really need to understand their expectation level. Yeah, I think this one can be done, definitely the survey, but I think the best way is to observation. Yeah, it's hard to quantify by doing survey, I think as a manager, you need to do some more close observation for each culture, and you need to set some standard. You can share the data with all the staff.
Alright. So Pak Suwarno, untuk terkait dengan cultural differences, mungkin kita Bapak bisa identify dulu portionnya, maksudnya persentasenya, kebanyakan yang mana sih yang signifikan ke bisnis kita gitu ya. Misalnya persentasenya memang Japanese aja nih tamunya, ya udah kita mencari tahu, mengidentifikasi needs and want dari Japanese terlebih dahulu. Tentu mereka masing-masing culture memiliki level of expectation yang berbeda ya, jenis harapan dan levelnya juga berbeda. Nah, mengenai bagaimana courtesy, tentu mungkin kita bisa harus mempertimbangkan ya. Kalau dalam riset kita ada konsen, jadi memang riset penggalian data itu memang secara sukarela. Tapi kalau we are talking about business, itu mungkin approach dari karyawan yang approach daily. Tentu makanya kalau Bapak ke beberapa hotel, international hotel seperti Melia Bali, itu guest relation-nya semua banyak sekali karena berbeda bahasa. Jadi guest relation untuk Jerman, guest relation untuk Prancis, guest relation untuk Jepang, dan sebagainya. Why? Because when we are talking to their own language, akan lebih easy, lebih mudah untuk diterima, lebih dipercaya gitu ya, kalau kita bisa menggunakan bahasa tamu itu sendiri. Baik, saya harap mudah-mudahan bisa diterima ya Pak Suwarno. Kita we move song itu Ibu Sri Handayani. She's asking about sustainability. Sustainability is a key issue and condition for the survival of tourism and hospitality industry. Is it possible to implement sustainability measure and at the same time keeping price unchanged or even reducing prices while improving service quality? So this is about comparison between price and quality. Will quality come with price as a package, or what is your view on this?
I think, is it for the small hotel, small medium, right?
Most probably.
I think most of the big brands, they are using revenue management model, right? So they can, they just, that the system will tell them the best rate for the hotel rooms to maximize the profit and maximize the revenue. But maybe the small or medium hotel, they may have some limited, information and data, and it probably will be very challenging to set the right price to maximize the revenue. I think, if you increase price, then definitely the customer expectation will be higher. Maybe, you can increase your revenue, but maybe your occupancy rate will be decreased. So you need to find the optimal price, right? If you increase the price, then your occupancy rate might be decreased. But I think if you have a better revenue, it's no problem. Actually, my husband is considering increasing price to increase the revenue.
Okay.
Yeah, but even though the occupancy rate is dropped, the overall revenue is higher than before, then I don't think it's a problem. What you can do is revenue management strategy, which is you can use some discount strategy, right? So every day, I recommend actually that every day you can charge the slightly different price, depending on the demand. So it's probably better than just charging the same price mostly. Each day, because every day you have a different occupancy and different number of people. So just use more discount strategy, then it might be working. Because I'm teaching, Nana Hats, the hotel operations.
I remember.
And we also found, we found if they use more discounted strategy, and if they change the price more often and use more discount strategy, mostly the revenue is increasing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people are now looking for discounted price, and then they are driven by price.
Yeah, but I don't think they should reduce too much. It will kill the sustainability. I think it will kill the sustainability of the hotel. So rather than just simply reducing the price, I think just temporary you can use discount, or maybe you can use some special promotion or special package program. So use all the different types of strategy rather than just reducing the price. I don't think the reducing the price is the best way. Because once you reduce the price, then it's hard to increase.
Yeah, that's right.
Because customer, they get used to use the low price, and then if they increase back, then they are not happy.
Songy, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay. So because it's got stuck. Okay, so itu ya Ibu Sri. So daripada kita reduce price, lebih baik discounted price. Karena kalau once we reduce the price, and then it will take time to increase the price. I experienced it myself when I was in a hotel. So when we drop the price, and then so hard to get back. All right, so mudah-mudahan bisa diterima. Now we move to Putu Andi questions. He asked 2 questions. How do you think hotel?
Nana,
Yeah.
disconnected. Could you please repeat?
Okay. So we move to the next question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think about rating in the website of a restaurant or hotel? Do you think it's like reliable, the rating system in the web? Because he experienced
customer rating.
Yeah, because he experienced that in Australia the service is not good, so he compared with the service in Bali. So it doesn't match his expectation.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, to be honest, yes or no. So to be honest, yes or no. Some ratings, some reviews are very genuine.
Keep going.
Very honest and very good reviews. But sometimes some negative feedback, they intentionally gave very low rating. And the thing is, happy customer, they don't normally give feedback, to be honest. Very unhappy customer, I think they tend to give feedback more than happy customer. So one of the problem is, if the negative customer, they more actively leave the comments than happy customer, it can decrease our reputation or rating review, right? I don't think it's fair for hotels. Are you okay? Can you hear me?
Yes, very clear.
Okay. Maybe just Nana disconnected.
Yeah, maybe just Bu Nana disconnected.
Yeah, so my recommendation is...
the next...
Yeah, so my recommendation is, we need to encourage happy customer leave the comments. Because normally the negative customer, they do more active, they more likely to leave comments to show their complaint. But happy customer, they're just happy, but they don't normally leave the message, leave the comments, rating. So it can decrease the average rating of service. So yeah, my recommendation is encourage happy customer to leave ratings and customers, then you can increase the average customer ratings.
Yeah. So this is again the role of frontliner, right?
Yeah, and once, very interestingly, once they have a high rating, then you more likely that the people more likely to leave more positive comments, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So what are the difficulties in implementing a performance measurement system?
For the customer review?
Yeah, I mean, in implementing performance measurement system, is there any difficulties? What are the obstacle, the problem in implementing it?
I think the most of the service quality measurement models, to be honest, developed in 1980. You know, the Measuremen service quality, so-called developed in 1980, Cronin 1990s, and many other very famous popular measurement systems developed long time ago, which is completely different business environment. I think you need to include more online things because online marketing is more and more important. Website, especially social media, we are and people affected so much by social media, unfortunately. To be honest, I think some company can have some benefit, but some company may not. Even though they have a very good quality of service, even though all the service process is good. However, if they don't promote using YouTube or other social media very effectively because of lack of experience, then unfortunately they can have this benefit. So all other companies and hotels which are using this social media very effectively, they may take all the market. So I think, yeah, when you measure service performance, you can use the existing software model, but don't forget to include online stuff, because your customer will be very, very much affected by your online service quality.
Yeah, that's right. So Pak Putu Andi, mungkin karena itu kan measurement system dari service quality itu kan sudah tahun dodol banget ya, 1982 yang Parsu punya. Kemudian Cronin and Taylor Server itu 1992, sudah long time ago gitu ya, zaman kuda makan besi mungkin. So ini memang harus kita sekarang kan zaman digitalization, kita semua teknologi, mungkin kita harus adopt teknologi dalam mengimplementasikan measurement system. Terus Dr. Songi mengatakan bahwa kita encourage happy customer untuk rating gitu ya. Jadi kalau Bapak Ibu ke hotel biasanya kalau sudah mau check out pasti dimintain tuh sama receptionnya untuk ngisi rating. Kadang-kadang juga dikirimin email. Oke, mudah-mudahan bisa dipahami Bapak Andi. Now we move to Pak Hendra. Another question, Songi. How do we know the gap between quality, perceived quality and the expectation?
That is pretty hard question. Because normally, the gap model, if you want to know the expected service quality, you need to do survey before they use the hotel, the service quality, right?
Yeah.
So that's one of the challenging, for a manager to understand customer expectation, because expectation can be measured before they stay hotel, and performance is measured after they check out. So mostly the customer satisfaction and service quality is measured after they use the hotel. So to be honest, it's hard to how to measure customer expectation. Maybe one recommendation is when you ask question, you can maybe just ask when you include the questions in the survey, you can ask them, were you happy? I mean, how the service, how was the service compared to their expectations? So you can ask that kind of the questions. So including the customer expectation, were you happy with all the overall experience? Does it exceed your expectations? Something like that. So if you slightly change the question item, then you may not know their expectation, and performance is higher than expectation or lower than expectation. So sometimes even the performance is good, but it might be lower than expectation, even though it's good, because of their high expectations. So you can include this kind of things in the survey, but it's hard, to be honest, it's hard to just measure customer expectation.
Yes, right. So, Pak Hendra, memang ini susah ya, karena ekspektasi kan itu sebelum terjadi layanan, sebelum terjadi transaksi, yang assumption itu sebelum terjadi. So, memang jujur menurut Dr. Songi juga susah, karena itu sebelum. Tetapi tetap kita, kalau kita pengen riset mengenai satisfaction atau service quality, kita bisa tetap menanyakan ekspektasi mereka. Jadi ketika mereka menjawab service quality-nya sejauh mana, and then mereka apakah sesuai dengan ekspektasi, di atas atau dikurangnya, itu mungkin kita bisa identify jadinya gap-nya. Gitu ya. Mudah-mudahan bisa diterima Pak Hendra. We move now, Songi, to the next questions. Second last question, Pak Febri di Gantara. So, he mentioned about he enjoyed your presentation.
Thank you so much.
Pak Febri, want to share his experience using the customer review, because it's actually not really truthful what they put online, because some hotels or some companies are pretty tricky. They ask their friends, their colleagues, their brothers and sisters to put the rating in the system, so that the hotel looks good in front of other or have a good review. So basically, was just mentioning that it is not always reliable. Do you want to give any comment on this?
That is true. That is true. However, I think sooner or later, from my experience, sooner or later, if your service is very bad, and if you just put some fake review and fake rating, I think sooner or later the customer will find out, from my experience. So I don't think, you don't really need to worry about it. If you have a very good quality of service, and they will know that, and you can if you encourage the happy customer to leave the comments, then they will do that because they're happy. So however, some hotels just leave just intentionally to increase the rating. They just give some fake review and fake rating. However, if there is too much gap between the high ratings and actual service, the customer easily will find it out and then leave a very negative and bad comments. So if it is just, it depends on the number of rating. Because if it's just only 10 review, 10 ratings, then might be it's not very reliable, because the average rating can be easily affected by each case. However, the overall number of ratings is more than maybe 50 or more than 100. I think it's still pretty reliable. It is hard to hide the actual service performance and quality. So if you have good quality, you don't need to very worried about some minor negative review. You can just encourage happy customer to read the review, but you don't need to manipulate the customer review too much. Maybe you can, still staff, your friends or staff, if they're happy with your hotel, they can make a positive comment. Yes, why not? But I think completely hiding is impossible from my experience. Nana?
Okay, so it's a little bit trouble in my connection. Okay, so yeah, very true. There are fake review. So Pak Febri emang benar ya, memang banyak sekali tricky customer company, hotel, organisasi atau bisnis yang tricky karena mereka ingin terlihat bagus saja. Dan tadi juga di atas sudah Ibu Ani kalau nggak salah hotel itu sampai sampai mewanti-wanti agar tidak memasukkan dalam review di Google karena memang dampaknya itu sangat besar. Kalau memang sudah reviewnya buruk itu orang sudah tahu. Begitu kalau ngelihat hotel kita mau nginep di mana kita pasti nyari yang angka 8 ke atas paling tidak ya. So it's very impactful. Okay, now we move to the last question, Songi, from Ibu Ratna. So now this is about internal aspect, like
Nana, we cannot hear you.
You cannot hear me?
Now it's okay.
Is it all right now?
Yes, it's okay now.
Okay, so there is one last question, Songi. Ibu Ratna is asking about level of service. I mean, for example, marketing and accounting, their orientation, focus. So the marketing is focused on external customer, accounting probably focusing on money and things like that, and payment. They don't have any level of service. They have different perception of service. What is this thing?
Oh yeah, I think always, because that is very good question. Marketing is very important, but I think it should be effective because we don't want to waste our money. So always you need to evaluate the effectiveness of marketing and promotion. Every time you spend money, you need to investigate the impact of marketing each month. I believe. For example, for our restaurant, for our shop, my husband, whenever he spends some money on social media, Facebook, or some local brochure, and also some websites or Instagram, blah, 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 we are actually regularly spending money on marketing. But each month we check whether this is working well or not. Actually, there was one very good marketing company, hospitality marketing magazine on Gold Coast, and it was pretty expensive. But finally, we found that is not working well. So we just decided not to use this hospitality magazine on Gold Coast anymore, because we don't believe is not efficient as Facebook or other Instagram. So we stopped using that. So you can use how you know is definitely sales. If it is a sales increase, if it is sales affected by your marketing, definitely it's working. If there is no change on your sales, I don't think it's working well. Another thing is maybe you can do some survey when you do some hotel. You can ask them the booking channel. When you do some survey, you can ask them the booking channel, or how did you know about our hotel? How did you hear about hotel, and how did you know about our hotel? Some kind of thing. then you need to check which channel, which marketing channel they affected, they impact on their decision making. That is very important. Otherwise, it's just waste of money.
But Songy, different department within the same company or the same business, like they have different perception of service. So service-oriented people, customer-oriented people are normally frontliners, like front office of sales and marketing, but accounting people is not very friendly, for example, or something like that. So how to cope with that kind of situation?
I think, yeah, definitely the department, head of department, they need to have, you know, the regular communication, regular meeting. I think the most important thing is making profit. To be honest, we are not non-profit organization. We are profit we need profit, right? So we need to find the optimal point to satisfy everybody, marketing, customer, and also the accounting people, and all, you know, all the different department heads, they have a different interest and they have a different perspective. Marketing, they always want to promote their hotel. They are spending their money. They are not earning, they can earn money by promoting hotel. But accounting people, maybe they're more interested in cost control rather than spending money on marketing. And service department or rooms department, F&B, they more maybe interaction with customer and providing good quality of service. That will be their maybe perspective. So I think when you make a decision, the best approach is how can we maximize our profit? We can increase customer satisfaction, we can increase service quality. However, if our profit is reduced because of this service quality and because of customer satisfaction, if our profit is reduced, I don't think it's the best way. Of course, long-term perspective, we always need to care about our customer, because they will come back and they will spread a word of mouth, and they will spread they will build a good reputation, and it will come back to our hotel. However, profit is a key issue. So yeah, all departments, when you communicate each other, always think about how can we make our profit most. The best way is promoting and have more customers, right?
I think everybody should know the purpose of the company, the goal of the company.
Goal of company is making profit.
They work hand in hand toward the achievement of the revenue. But the thing is, slightly what do you call it, class or the different perception may not be avoided.
Yes. The one thing is next to our restaurant, there was a very, very fancy restaurant. They had a very good customer reviews and ratings, and the food and everything was very excellent, and they closed down.
Oh no!
They could not make a profit. Unfortunately, just within 2 years, they closed down.
Wow!
But their customer rating were very high. So hopefully it doesn't happen to the hotels.
That's right. Oke, so Bu Ratna begitu ya, mungkin memang kita punya persepsi beda-beda. Orang accounting pengennya ngirit, sedangkan orang marketing promote. So promote itu perlu duit juga gitu ya. Tapi so long as perusahaan manajemen itu mengkomunikasikan goal dari perusahaan, tujuan ya, setiap divisi, setiap unit, setiap departemen tentu akan berusaha untuk mencapainya. Misalnya dalam hotel, misalnya tingkat okupansi sekian, revenue sekian, nah semua akan berupaya seperti itu. Bahwa terjadi konslet-konslet, terjadi gesekan-gesekan, itu mungkin naturally happen, biasanya secara natural bisa terjadi ya. Kadang-kadang di front office tamunya sudah di depan, housekeeping suka belum siap kamarnya, itu juga sudah agak konslet, mereka kadang-kadang beda. Jadi memang karakter orang atau unit yang guest contact langsung dan yang berbeda, yang di belakang panggung dan di depan panggung itu memang beda, tetapi asal tujuan perusahaan itu dikomunikasikan dengan baik to all level sampai the level terbawah, so hopefully the goal can be achieved. Baiklah Bapak Ibu and Songi, we are exceeding the schedule. It's already 7:35.
So much for asking me a very good question. It was very
yeah,
very motivated student. I'm happy to see that.
Thank you. And I think it's 9:35. You are 2 hours ahead, right? Gold Coast time. All right. So we still your dinner time. Okay. So
yeah, I will go to bed.
Oh, okay. All right. So Bapak dan Ibu, demikian tadi ya. It's very engaging interaction. It's a very great presentation, Dr. Songi, and thank you so very much. And I think participant Bapak dan Ibu juga sangat aktif. So I'm very happy to this. So I personally would like to thank you for your kindness to share with us. And I think Ibu Indah would like to say something as the head of department. Silakan Bu Indah. Bu Indah, do you want to say something? Ibu Indah?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Wow, thank you very much, Ibu Nana. Thank you very much, Dr. Songi.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was very great presentation. We are very thankful to have you do the presentation. Yeah.
Time was very impressive. Thank you.
Yeah, very fruitful discussion. We having very good and how to say broad insight about service quality and then how the implementation in the industry. Thank you very much for that. And on behalf of our director of Universitas Pendidikan Ganesha, we are very grateful and very thankful for having you giving the lecture in our program. And maybe, we would like to apologize if there are some mistake in this presentation tonight. And and hopefully next year or in the next program, you would like to join us again in the next presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Nana. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bapak Ibu, terima kasih for attending this fruitful discussion. And I would like to close this event with good evening, and I would like to say Kamsahamnida for Dr. Songi. And Om Santi 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 Om. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Have a good night, Dr. Songi.
Bye-bye. Terima kasih semuanya.
Terima kasih semuanya.
Thank you, Bu Indah.
Terima kasih.
Thank you, Ibu Nana.
Terima kasih.
Thank you.
Terima kasih, Bu Indah.
Terima kasih semua. Selamat malam.
Malam. Selamat beristirahat.
Terima kasih semua. Selamat malam.